the best in quality in the kitchen to give you those pieces that are must-haves in any kitchen to get your cooking done. So this is a brand new Tasty by Cuisinart Immersion hand blender, and what we're doing for you today, beautiful colors, yes, but power in the palm of your hand for all of your soups and sauces and gravies. And then on top of that, we're including a whisk attachment, even a beaker, so you can make your smoothies in it if you wanted to go to town. So it's everything you need to get the inspiration going and start making cooking fun and easy again in the kitchen. So Kelly Diedring is here to show us and give us some ideas and inspiration, just like Tasty does, Kelly. Good to see you.
Absolutely. We know, we trust Tasty, because those are the videos that we see. Maybe it's your Instagram or your Facebook or whatever social media you're on where they shoot them from above.
It's the coolest
and
look.
It's the hands that pour in all the different recipes. Well, Cuisinart has been lucky enough to team up with Tasty, okay? So Tasty is finally launching a brand of products, and they just have the greatest recipes, so now they're bringing to you sort of the greatest products by Cuisinart, so you know that it's going to be absolutely high quality. And this happens to be our immersion blender. It's the first time we've launched it. You're getting the beaker, which I think is so great, but most importantly, you're getting 200 watts of power in the palm of your hand. That means I can go straight to my beaker and make a smoothie without getting out a giant blender. Now, one of the reasons I don't like to get out my giant blender is because it's a pain in the neck to clean. Right? A lot of us don't do the smoothie in the morning, well, because quite frankly, we don't want to get out that big blender. It's a pain to clean. Now, all I have to do is reach for my immersion blender. Maybe you don't own an immersion blender because the ones you had in the past splattered everywhere. Did you see any splatter?
I know, look at this.
I mean, I just had a little orange juice. I had some banana. I had some strawberry. You can see how quickly, how evenly, how there's no chunks, no bumps. It is a perfect smoothie. That's what 200 watts of power in the palm of your hand will give you.
Creamy.
It's creamy, it's decadent, it's delicious. Let's just pretend it was an evening drink and you wanted to add a little rum. Whatever you want to do, no judgment here. Tasty has great drink recipes as well. Would you like a little sip of that smoothie?
But it's like having that blender right in the palm of your hand, and you're going to use it for so many things because you can take it to your food instead of going to your food.
Yeah, so you're getting the beaker, but you can see here, I'm using a ball jar. So whatever you want to do, I'm making a beautiful, fresh salad dressing. Add in a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of oil, a little bit of herbs. And now, instead of buying that pre-packaged, pre-processed food, I was able to do it all fresh in a matter of seconds.
Because you get that whisk attachment.
It's coming included. To me, there's really nothing better than fresh homemade salad dressing. It doesn't congeal, it doesn't separate out. You can gift this away, nice like fresh homemade ball jar dressings. Great gift, but now look, no chemicals, no preservatives. I have a fresh recipe that I made. Maybe it was one of your Tasty recipes from the videos that you see, but look at that. And that is how easy and quick it is when you have the right tools.
And speaking of gift ideas, this is a perfect one for anybody who is a foodie or is just a novice and they need the right tools. It comes in 3 colors. You're using the white here. We've got red and we have teal. That was trying to make it fun for me.
Totally my fault, you guys.
I distracted you. So 3 colors to choose from. Again, it comes with the beaker. I'll show you here. It comes with the whisk attachment as well. You even get your little booklet with ideas and instructions for use on this. You plug it in, you're good to go. It weighs about 1 pound. Under $40. So as a gift idea, it's fantastic. And you can break that up on FlexPay if you'd like for a $20 bill. And then you have till the end of January next year to decide if it's for you. We have our extended holiday returns.
Well, and this is one of those tools that you can take straight to a boiling pot. And that's what I like a lot about an immersion blender. But back in the day, you know, we just didn't like them. They weren't made well. The fact that Cuisinart is doing this beautiful hand blender, immersion blender, I can take it straight to that boiling pot. I can make it as smooth or as chunky as I would like to. I don't have to worry about, you know, taking it and putting it in a separate vat or a separate blender. All I have to do is take my immersion style blender right to my pot. You know, we've got it at a simmer. It could even be at a boil. And now I've made a fresh homemade broccoli cheddar soup rather than buying it at the grocery store. You know, I've got a restaurant I like to buy it from, but the calories and the preservatives and the chemicals, I don't know what they're putting in it. Now I can make it fresh.
How much better it tastes when it's fresh. And I like the customization of it all. Like if you saw that you felt like you wanted it creamier, put it back in again. It's not like now I gotta dump it out, put it back in the blender, clean everything.
And not everybody owns one of these. So maybe this is for the foodie in your life that you think think, oh, that's an appliance they don't have, right? Not everybody owns an immersion style hand blender. So I like that it has 2 buttons, so it's simple to use. I press one to unlock it, I press the other one to start it. That's all I do.
Very good.
And you can see here, I've got the whisk. So when I want to take it and do my eggs, I can take it and do my eggs as well. So you're able to customize. Making a mess. You're able to customize. The smoothie's good. You're able to customize. You can see how powerful it is.
I was gonna say, yeah, if that doesn't show you power, then I don't know what else will. But I love this video because this is gonna give you ideas, right, to think outside the box. So maybe it is the soups or the milkshakes or the omelets where you want those fluffy whisked eggs and you don't wanna use your arm power for all of those things or your big bulky blender.
And many of us can't, at the end of the day, use our arm power to do it. Maybe we have issues with dexterity. Maybe we can't use a fork to whisk it. At the end of the day, you're able to get right in there and make a beautiful fresh whipped cream. You're able to whip up your eggs, add in all your different ingredients. It's totally customizable, and now I don't have to buy, you know, the whipped cream at the store that has the chemicals, the preservatives, or whatever else in it. Now I can make, look at that, a beautiful, fresh, homemade whipped cream by using my whisk. Now, when's the last time you made homemade whipped cream? Maybe you never owned an appliance. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Well, and a lot of us go to the coffee shop just to get their fresh whipped cream.
Right.
Now, just buy some heavy whipping cream, go ahead and grab your whisk, and now you have fresh whipped cream.
I love how lightweight it is too. So I mean, you're holding it with one hand half the time, which is another benefit because you can add ingredients as you go. Easy clean, that just pops right off, and you can rinse them off, right? Very simply in the
I would
sink.
just rinse them under the sink. They're stainless steel, they're high quality. It's attractive, it's easy to use. I love that you're able to gift this away in colors. I mean, you can see the red, the blue, the white. They're really beautiful. And then it has that Tasty by Cuisinart logo, which I think is really impressive. Because this is the first time Tasty has ever partnered with somebody.
And I gotta say, Tasty is such a well-known name. Anybody who loves food and cooking in your life on your gift list probably knows what who Tasty is and what they do. 2 billion views a month they get. So it also makes it really exciting when they open up their gift and they see that not only have they paired with someone, but it's a brand like Cuisinart.
Exactly. So if you're somebody that wants to make a beautiful eggnog milkshake, or maybe you want to make a fresh peppermint milkshake at the holidays, now you're able to do it. You can see I've got my ice cream in there. I got it going a little bit, and now I'm just going to add in some cookies, but this could be any topping of your choosing, totally up to you. And then that 200 watts of power creates that vortex. It allows me to get in there and really get, you know, blending without getting out a blender.
Well, how is it working? Does it draw the food up underneath?
It does. It's powerful. It's 200 watts of power, so it actually draws the food to the blade itself. It's what we call a vortex. It creates its own vortex so that, you know, nowadays I don't have to get out that big clunky blender. That's what most people did. You don't have to do that anymore. Now you have, especially, you know, included with that beaker, I'd take a straw right to that beaker, but now I don't have to go and get a fresh milkshake. Now I can make a fresh milkshake, whether it's an eggnog milkshake, a peppermint milkshake, whatever the case may be. Now I'm able to do it all, you know, with one appliance that just fits in my utensil drawer.
And for those of us who had too many milkshakes, we move on to peas. Well, baby food. This is a great idea.
Baby food, exactly, because I've got a new baby. So if you want to make a beautiful baby food puree, you're able to make a beautiful applesauce, sweet potato, pear. Look at the difference in color between that puree and the puree I buy at the grocery store. Now, which one would you rather feed your child, or maybe you're gifting this to a new mom? Which one would you rather them eat, right? The color with all the nutrition and a beautiful fresh puree, or the stuff you buy at the grocery store?
Really exciting. This is a brand new launch. You guys, if you want to get it, it's $39.99. For the base, you get 2 attachments. You get the beaker included, the great little booklet, and then anytime you go and you look at a Tasty video, now you've got the tools.
Now you've got the tools.
Yes,
exactly.
Thank you, Kelly.
Right,
I'm going to see you next hour.
I'll save you the milkshake or the margarita.
I know, that looks so good. I take a milkshake, honestly. Okay, we're going to keep going here on Lunch Rush, though. I promised you lots of gift ideas. And while we talk about gifts, I also want to share something